years ago, when people were asked what their favorite television program was, many people would respond, The Brady Bunch or I Love Lucy. When people are asked the same question today, the more popular response is The Real World, My Super Sweet 16, or The Bachelor. Just listening to the titles of these shows clearly shows a difference of what they are about and the value that they each hold. The shows I Love Lucy and The Brady Bunch are old sitcoms that were once found very enjoyable to various ages. Although the value of these old shows were once very popular, they are not as popular as they are today. What has taken the place of these classic shows is reality TV, or what I like to call it, a waste of time. Reality TV is defined as a genre of television programming in which real-life people are involved in a game or situation. As I read the words, real life, these words were in quotes, which shows a major argument in today's time, but is just one argument on this topic. Just listen. Does it really make sense to watch these shows that only cause violence and hatred? What type of benefit can anybody get out of that? Shouldn't people realize, especially teenagers, the more of a negative effect it has on people, the more people are wasting their time? Today, I'm going to assure you that because of its negative effect it has on society, the United States government should regulate the viewing of reality TV, and I will persuade you to support me in my reasoning and actions. As many people have realized over the course of many years, the world has become much more violent in actions and words towards others. There are many factors as to why this occurs so frequently every day, but I know for sure that the viewing of reality television definitely has an influence which causes them to be much more violent. As I have examined these shows, I have seen the very cruel and often humiliating comments that people make towards others just for their own amusement. When I think of these extremely offensive and often violent arguments, one of the first shows that comes to my mind is The Jersey Shore. Of the few times I have watched this show, I realize how violent and ridiculous these people are, and I cannot figure out why it is all so necessary. Here is a short clip as to what has been on our screens lately and how ridiculous people act.
My girlfriend started swinging at me, scratching the side of my face, and I didn't want to raise my hand to her, so I just backing up. But at the same time, this guy's trying to swing over his girlfriend, which is a completely move.
Everything just happened. My head was so oh my god. I didn't know what to do.
Hello?
Who's this?
Vanessa.
Hold on 1 second. There's somebody else trying to call.
Yeah.
Hello?
Is Paulie there?
I'm actually on the other line right now, and Paulie just...
No. It doesn't matter who I talk to. But Ronnie just got into a fight on the boardwalk. Really bad.
Ronnie just got into a bad fight on the boardwalk?
In the middle of the boardwalk. Now.
Come on.
Ridiculous, right? In addition, this violence and extreme problems contribute to the downfall of valuable television. If reality TV will continuously be shown, the viewings of old-fashioned sitcoms will be reduced to possibly zero. If this happens, this will only be able to degrade our country and have a more negative impact on the United States. Finally, the violence on these shows is extremely dangerous. So dangerous that oftentimes I have seen people sent to the hospital. What's the point? What's the point of this useless fight that ends up solving nothing and only puts people's lives in jeopardy? That's the thing. There is no point in these violent actions and these extremely offensive comments towards people on the shows. Speaking of comments that are often offensive, one of the major problems that is caused by these television shows are comments that are negatively based on race and religion. One of these shows that really exploits these offensive comments is the show Big Brother. This show is when people are isolated into a house for about 3 months, and cameras film everything that is said. this causes many controversies because this shows how many people are intolerant of each other after so much time. This show has been held accountable for so many offensive incidents that there was extreme media coverage on the show, which had resulted in a suspension of the viewing during the 2008 season. This is just one example of how many issues reality TV can cause that is extremely unnecessary and offensive. Additionally, these comments are said so often, and the shows are full of swearing, that this starts to show teens that this kind of behavior is okay. With this being said, the world is going to begin to evolve into something that we cannot even imagine right now. And eventually kids who are extremely young will begin to be learning these hurtful words at a very early age. With children learning and watching these awful shows, it is teaching them to grow into people that are just like on the ones on the television. Because parents do not have much control over what their children watch anymore, kids are learning most of their knowledge from the media. Even I can say that more than half of the knowledge I hold is not from my parents, but is from what I have learned on the TV. I surveyed 15 high school students asking them if they believe that reality television has a negative impact on the society. Of these 15 students, 12 of them said yes. Even the kids are aware of the ongoing problems and are willing to do something to stop it. Generations keep passing by, and now our generation is in a whole new world, filled with awful comments, stereotypes, and hatred. With this in mind, a strong effect reality TV has on kids is eating disorders. Now, this may seem a little extreme, but think about it. The people they put on these shows are skinny and are considered beautiful and handsome, and if they're not, they're made fun of for being fat or weird. When girls especially watch these awfully skinny, tan blonde girls, they begin to think, why don't I look like that? I'm not skinny enough. Showing teens that this is the right thing is just awful for young kids, and it will begin to destroy their lives. Finally, it teaches kids to become much more violent in their actions and words and be harmful to many people around them. There are many outbreaks of fights that have occurred in schools since I was little, and the media is a great reason as to why many of these things have occurred. Kids are our future. We are the future, and if we don't act now, what will our world be like when we are leading the country? With all of this in mind, the government should have the chance to regulate the viewing of reality TV because of its strong negative effects it has on our society. In addition to this, you should all take action and stop watching and supporting these shows because it will do nothing in you and for your life to grow and prosper. This world is nothing like it used to be, and reality TV is a major contributor of all the pollution. To conclude, I believe that the United States government should regulate the viewing of these shows because of its violence and hatred between people in the shows, its offensive and racist comments, and the extreme negative influence it has on teens. As I live every day of my life, the pollution put into our world is a growing amount, so it is time for us to do something. So please, be proactive in this situation and help me persuade others to stop watching this genre of television so our country does not hit rock bottom. Write letters to the government. Tell your friends about the problem, because you never know what could happen until you try. I plan in the next few years for our country to be free of harmful reality television, and we will be sent back to the TV with our old enjoyable sitcoms. Take action now, because if this begins to cause enough issues without your help, you could be part of the problem. Thank you.